back again. People. Tell your friend. Myself, Bugsy B.
Myself, Bigger Dan.
The Relax Man. This week again, we're bringing you the rest of another joint that we put out the other day.
Yes.
And we're going to bring you part 2 because there's more to tell, you get me?
There's more to tell.
We apologise for the poor quality on the sound. That won't happen again, will it, Dennis?
Definitely won't happen. That's my fault. If you set your mics up properly, you won't have no problem.
No. You see what he's done? No.
You see what he's done?
Alright, listen.
Anyway,
so
we've got D.Rowe on here again, innit? Clearly, as you can see.
The last time the sound quality was poor, as Bugsy said. Now we've asked Dennis to make sure that he stays speaking in the mic.
Into the mic.
As you can see, last time Dennis kept drifting away from the mic, and we're not going to blame it all on Dennis, because we should have had the sound man on check.
Check.
She get it,
but we didn't. So yeah, it's partly our fault and partly Dennis's fault.
So we have to come back. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it properly, and that's how we felt about this one. So we had to call the big man back and ask him to come and do it all again. So
what are we gonna touch on?
All right. So boom, Dennis, Bigger once again.
We don't want to do the same interview again, but we do want to touch on
a couple things. Okay, so just for some clarity, on the last interview, we spoke about sort of your early days as being a sound man, the affiliation, whatever it was with Saxon Sound.
Yep.
We also spoke about that you was the mystery. In mystery,
the original mystery.
So
yeah, you put the mystery in mystery.
We touched on that. We also touched on the fact that you had an island, okay?
Yeah.
Or you was a part of an entity that was putting together your own independent island.
Yep.
You got to touch on that this week because you're a serial entrepreneur, as well as all them other achievements that you've got.
An entrepreneur?
Serial businessman who's good at it and makes money from his businesses.
Well, I don't think it's entrepreneurs.
What do you think?
It's always a little wild card. It's always a wild card. And then people stick the name on them as entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs are what? Who are they? What are they? What makes them entrepreneurs?
We have to look at the meaning of the word.
You can't have a room and say everybody over there is entrepreneurs and everyone over there is not. You're putting people out of line, isn't it?
But not everybody has a business mind, business mentality. Not everybody.
Some people are workers, you know. Some people are workers and some people are bosses.
Some people don't give a shit about business.
And that's real talk. Some people don't mind being a worker.
So then, that's correct. That's what I was saying in the beginning. So he gets a break. He's a wild card. He gets a break. He's now turned entrepreneur.
So he gets there eventually, but he don't start.
Yeah. Yes, but he's not real because he wasn't real in the beginning. He was just a wild card.
You got a break. He got a lucky break and got through the door.
Like that little man you did was Facebook. It's just a little you playing about with something, set up his Facebook. The thing's gone phenomenal now.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg.
He's now sitting down at the table with the man that runs the world.
Very true.
Now putting his ideas in. Remember, he was a wild card. He wasn't somebody that set out to do this. He just set out to set up his thing and it started to work for him. Then they come in to buy it. I don't know how much of it he sold, but he was a wild card. He wasn't part of their thing in the beginning. Now he's up front in it.
Very true.
Okay, cool.
Never heard of Mark Zuckerberg before Facebook.
No, yeah, that's
never heard of him.
But look here, he forgot a prison because he's used Facebook for what it shouldn't be used for collecting people's data. Yeah? And selling the
data to the government.
Yeah, for good
money.
Like, there's a lot of things what's wrong right now. If you watch what's going on, it's coming out in the open. They're saying now it's the time of the sea, and no.
100%. It's more out there and blatant and in your face more than ever before.
Yeah, because I keep saying it. The world's like a movie.
Yo, brother.
Yo.
Rob.
You weren't. Man can hear you, bro. Cool off. Yeah. Boom. I keep saying it. The world's like a movie, innit? The world's funny right now. Everything to me is like something I've seen in a film.
The world is a movie. You don't understand. It's all coming in front of you now. Like before internet was around, it wasn't in front of you like that. Now the internet's around, so it's a wild card all the way.
Definitely.
They've got a little
access.
Trick. Yeah,
Everyone's
they've got a little
access.
trick up their sleeve, but someone's got a bigger trick.
I hear that.
How much? Alright, when you was younger, did you ever foresee the world being in the state that it is now?
I definitely didn't. I don't know how I saw the world, but I didn't see this coming. And even when I was young, I wasn't into politics, but I was around it. I didn't see it then, but now I'm older, I'm wiser, I can see it. It stands out like a sore thumb. And we're getting caught up in it. Look, if you're going to talk about Prime Minister for this country, let's not talk about America. Who do you reckon is the best Prime Minister we've ever had in this country?
Maggie Thatcher.
Who?
Maggie Thatcher.
All right, let me say this then. He hasn't been elected yet, but the best person we've ever had is Jeremy Corbyn.
Yeah, but he didn't get to be the Prime Minister, did he?
See, Jeremy Corbyn, he's got the people at heart. If you go and check his work from back in the 80s, all right, you see when he got nicked in the 80s, he drawed for me. I played in House of Commons, I played in loads of places for him.
Yeah.
Wow, you see it there?
For Jeremy Corbyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
So what did Jeremy Corbyn go to jail for?
For some, I don't know, being outright in the time of the minders.
Yeah, when they was fighting for the mines to shut.
Yeah, so he's put in his speech or whatever. But what I know is I got the tour out of it because everywhere he done a speech, I played. Yeah. What do you call this? What?
Corbyn?
Did Corbyn live in Jamaica? That's fact also.
Yeah, facts.
He lives in Yard, yeah?
Corbyn had
I told
his yard calendar.
I told people about Corbyn from a long time.
Come on.
But people are just fooled by the TV.
Come on. Mavis, get me some plantain and chips.
Planting and chips. Yeah.
Big up Jeremy Corbyn.
And a patty.
And a patty.
The chicken one. I like that. That's good.
I respect that.
He's for bro, that's big.
No, but you know, anybody else, you can say, oh yeah, he talks good, but if you listen to Corbyn, he said to them about the NHS, exactly what he said is what happened. He said to them about the 5G, that exactly happened. We've now got 5G here. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't realise. But you see the way it's going to attack you. It's the way it's going to attack you.
The radio waves off of that 5G. I know it sounds
I'm sure it's
so
nuclear charged, no?
it sounds so mad, but people, because people was, when Corona came, people were saying, yeah, 5G, innit? So if you mention 5G now, people look at you like, hey, blood, what are you talking about? If you mention anything about 5G, because everyone, as far as everyone sees it, 5G's done nothing to no one, innit? But it's not going to happen right away. The radio waves, blood.
Remember, these are what the nuclear. See when they're talking about the things that the nuclear, what they push. Basically, they're using off of nuclear energy. You know when they got the nuclear wind turbines. See 5G. It's feeding 5G. It's a part of that.
Listen,
5G is a part of this thing.
See my uncle Ken. You know the one who used to live in the south of France. He wants to come on, yeah, and he spoke to me about one time he was in the army, yeah. And they used waves, like frequencies, to blow things up. Like, you gotta understand that we have our body has a frequency. Our body actually has a wave frequency. So if you start going above it, it's hurting your body. And this is what they're doing.
100%.
This is why I think all these things are going on. Like, even my brain swelling up, and enough people, because it's happening to young people. These things were not things that happened to young people. It was unheard of in my time. I don't know anybody young whose brain swell up for no reason.
Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah, all these little radio waves. It sounds so far fetched. Yeah, but I'm gonna bring my uncle through and make him sit and make him kick.
See, even these radio waves, what he's talking about. You know, every day there's a mad scientist somewhere in his house
Trying to fuck
putting something out there.
100. Said it before. And the bugger's most probably got little kids. He's got a family and youths himself. And he's trying to fuck up the world somehow.
It's mad. Trust me, the state of the world.
But they'll do it for a price.
But let's get
Everyone
back.
has a price.
Yeah.
Can we get back to D.Rowe though?
So D, one thing I want to go back and talk about, yeah?
Same way.
Which I didn't feel that we touched on enough. Obviously, you was a part of the world would I call it underworld? But you had links, okay? You was a bit of you kind of knew everybody, okay? I want to touch on some of the big people that you've met and stuff you've done other than Jeremy Corbyn. But you've rubbed shoulders, and I don't think that is known enough. Does that make sense?
It's not known.
So I want to know who. Name me some famous people that you've rubbed shoulders with, Dennis.
Fucking hell, loads. But if you're going to talk about rub shoulders with, Lennox Lewis.
Lennox.
Yeah.
Shouts to Lennox.
Heavyweight champion.
He's a real big man, you know. Don't listen to what no one says. He does things. He does things. He does a lot of things as well, not little things. He does a lot of things. Because obviously he's got a lot of money, so he does a lot of things for people. He's strict, but he does a lot of things for people. All right, look, he didn't grow up here. He grew up in Canada. But when he come back here, you see all the man that he used to par with when he was a youth, he brought them all in and gave them everything what they needed, houses, cars. He done everything for them.
Wake up. I respect
real
that.
youth.
So
That's a real youth.
You got to check and say, yo, them man is for real. They didn't get it and forget it. They got it and remembered and said, set their brethrens. And this is what I'm on. If you're not on that, just leave me alone. Because you can't be making money and I'm not, and you're not giving me something. That don't make no sense. If you're making money and me and you are parring every day, what? You forget me.
Oh.
But we was parring when the money wasn't there. So how now the money's there, we're not parring?
I respect that. Goes both ways.
That's an age-old argument.
100.
Yes, it's just a natural idea.
Mm-hmm.
If me and you are parring, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine. That's the way I know it.
Definitely.
I don't know it no other way. And I would say I've sparred with a lot of people. A lot of people.
But I want to have some names that I've known a lot of people, but they all fucking know.
But,
You know what I mean? So I want to know some.
Artists don't really matter.
The artists matter.
They're 10 a penny.
Yeah, but they matter. They matter to the public. They're 10 a penny to you.
Of course.
To the people that's never met an artist, that's not 10 a penny. To a man who's never seen an artist face to face, it's 10 a penny to you. But to him, he's like, oh
Definitely.
my God, it's amazing. I didn't even expect to see you for the whole of my lifetime.
And do you know what also does to people? It allows people to even see the people who you're going to name. It allows to see them in a light of difference because they are around true people. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You been around Madonna?
Madonna?
Yeah.
Tennessee?
You see, what's that film called? Hot Smoking Barrels?
Yeah.
She was there. No, not Lockstock. The one before. The one after Lockstock.
What's it called? Snatch.
Was it Snatch?
Yeah,
it's
Snatch.
an old film, but they redone
Snatch.
it. She was there when I was doing my shoots.
So you work with Guy Ritchie?
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I worked with Guy Ritchie.
That's a big thing.
mad.
I didn't know that. You're so blasé about everything. You know? You're just blasé.
No, you are. Name me some top artists in there that you've parted with.
All the top artists.
Because I've heard.
He's 10 a penny.
No, I want to know that 10. I want to know it for it.
No, but, people look up to artists, yeah, and give them a look what they don't even give themselves.
Very true. Very true.
It's very sad to see
Very true.
our artists will rise and, lose his way, change his management, change his man that he's sparring with, changes his woman, and don't realise when it starts going wrong and he's got no one to point it out to him because they know him from this, they didn't know him from that.
100%.
You know what I mean? This is what I done, yeah. I kept it smart. I didn't have nothing to do with no one's business. I help you to get there, But when the contracts were signing, I didn't want nothing to do with it because it's easy for you and a man to fall out. Now look at this. Smiley Culture done police officer. I think it was police officer that was the one with bus for him. Or was it Cockney Translation? But anyway.
Cockney Translation was the first one and then he did police officer, innit?
Yeah, but it's which one did he get the money off of?
It was police officer.
Yeah, so he's gone to check. He's gone to check. He's gone to check the record company or the record shop in Clapham, what put the tune out, and they gave him a check for 27 grand. Now, you think about me giving Smiley 27 grand, his tune sounds like it's blowing up the world. Huh? It's called Arms House. So I never got involved in that. And it's quite clear to see, yeah, they're all still around. Well, Smiley's not around, but they're all still around. And what they was doing, they've had to change their mission. You know what I mean? I just saw a guy what I know from as a youth when I was coming here, driving a bus. I'm saying, Russ Clark, you played reggae music all your life and that's what you're going to do? Drive a bus? I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. And this is why when people big up people, I say, oh, okay. I'm just using him as an example because when you talk about things, so people can see the picture, they use an example. You know
so you're talking about the record shop giving him 27 bags. If you gave him 27 bags, that would have caused arms.
Yeah, he would have wanted 227.
And that's you're most probably right.
Not most probably. I'm 100%.
It's never enough when it comes from home. It's never enough. And I was saying, this is what I was saying, you know.
It's nuts.
And you know what? I hate to
I'm not
sound like a
saying he
moan,
didn't
yeah.
make money, you know.
But was the
he did
see
make
the record
money.
shop? Was it white people that own the record shop?
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, this is the slave thing, man. It's the slave thing. It's the slave thing. The whole. If a black man gives you 27 grand, you're not happy. The white man, yes, master, no.
The man owns a lot of buildings.
Master, I see. I happy, master, sir.
Yeah.
I happy, master, sir. I won't argue with nobody, master, sir.
That's mad.
That's what's going on out here. It's a joke thing.
Yeah, that's mad.
Man, for know themselves. Anyway, don't get me started on that, man. I can't be bothered. Everybody wants to do funny.
Look here, when you get money, yeah, it's not to be better than no one. It's a chance to give somebody else a chance. You know what I mean? You can't have millions and you're giving nobody a chance. It doesn't make no sense.
It's mad.
What you do with those millions, it's dying in the bank. Give somebody a chance, it's growing in front of your eyes.
Facts.
Talking about dying, the bank's dying. What do you think's going on with that? Did you foresee that happening?
Everyone.
By December, every bank will be locked.
Told everybody to get their money out. Telling ya.
It only matters if you got 250 bags.
Yeah, what do you say? By December, done.
Yeah.
You're only insured for, I think, 85 grand. So if you lose $750,000, you can only get back 85 grand.
Is that how their thing set up? Is that how the banking system set up?
Yeah, so
they insured you for 85 of your money and you got millions in there with them. So they can just take that money and say, yeah, it got
That's why
stolen.
enough people pulled their money out of a bank and that's when it just went bust. Because they would say, what? Yeah, and just started pulling out their money.
Everyone.
And then there was no bank.
It's a bit like that Northern Rock thing from way back then, isn't it? Man couldn't accuse
Look.
outside, you couldn't get your money out.
What they're trying to do is the little man them, I, what's got papers, they're looking to flop us. They're looking to flop everybody in the world outside of their team. Remember, they're talking about giving you 10 grand. I don't need their 10 grand, so I'm leaving. I don't need it.
Talking about
Giving you 10 grand for what?
This is what the thing's turning into here. What you didn't understand, Richie Sunak's father-in-law is the man that's made this app. So it's made with a conservative mind. I'm not interested. I've got to get away from it.
I need to know more about this.
What? You're giving us some knowledge, man. Pass the gems on.
No, but it's just There's a lot to it, but you must highlight something so people can see that. Hold on a minute, there's some crime going on here. We're worrying about the little man that's ripping 200 grand or £2 million out of the bank. When Richie Sunak was sitting at the table when the COVID was going on, and they was teething money like crazy. Probably 2 trillion they stole. They was paying 100 grand for PPEs and sending it back to them for millions.
They fucking was, weren't they?
Yeah.
They actually really fucking was.
They really, really was.
Look, Boris, he's got his...
That's the truth,
Boris has got his hand in so many different investments that he must go to prison. Yeah, he must go to prison. Some of the things what he's done are ridiculous. And the people that's going to take him down, they're serious. You don't hear them saying nothing. They're just getting on with the work. Because it's going to make you know, right, you see him? He's got to go to prison. Sinat, what's his name? The one that got caught fucking a minute ago?
Trump.
No.
Oh, what, English?
Anyway, he was upside of Boris.
Dominic, whatever his name is.
No, not Dominic Cummings.
Rob.
Who?
Dominic Rob.
No.
Prince Andrew.
What you say?
Prince Andrew.
No. He's an well, I don't know if he's an MP, but he's in the thing. He done the Get Me Out of It. I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, ain't that... What's his name? Dominic.
Nah, man.
The
What's
MP
Dominic
brother.
Rob? The MP brother.
Dominic Rob.
No, Dominic Rob weren't
It's
in
not
there.
him.
That was
In the I'm a Celebrity.
that was
Recently.
Yeah. He went. He did. It was a publicity. It was a publicity move to get the public
but
to like.
Ian. Something, wasn't it? Ian.
He gave himself up in that. He said things what he shouldn't have said. So people got their ears and their eyes open on him.
Talking about when I got caught kissing the...
Yeah.
He's nicked.
Then he charges 15 grand an hour for his
Appearance
That nude, yeah.
to make an appearance.
Yeah, but-
consultancy.
Yeah, they're letting him get on with it. He's getting a sentence.
15 grand an hour.
He's getting a sentence. I'm telling you that now. Boris is getting a sentence. Richie Sunak is getting a sentence. Yeah, they've got to get a sentence. They're getting sentenced under the sovereign law. So ain't no plating.
You sound like you're in with the people.
Man's giving out bird when it's them times.
You sound like
No
you're,
mercy.
You sound like you're in with
100
the people.
years
then.
and them kind of sentences.
How you know this?
It's just being aware, innit? You've got to be aware. That's what I'm telling you. Most soundmen, yeah? After their dub plates, what can they talk about? They've got this dub plate, what can kill this sound. And after that, what do they talk about?
Boom, boom.
How the dub plate was made.
Doesn't matter. Whatever's going to be said after that doesn't make no sense to life. It don't know. If you're going to talk about dub plates, you're not talking about life. You're talking about foolishness. You're talking about your dream. Try and take it away from your dream and keep it around the people what you're around at that time. I've met loads of soundmen, and sometimes they want to get me into silly arguments. But when I hear the argument get into what dubs they've got or how they're better than the Saxon, I think it's time to vacate. I'm not going to get into no arguments with no one.
Yeah, I remember soundboys arguing about dub plates in school.
Yeah.
Fans with...
The dub plate thing's still gone. It still's gone, but sounds like you see back in the day, clashing was a big
That
thing.
was the thing.
It's still
That
interesting
was
to know.
a big thing. Yeah, but I'm saying they don't do it. It don't run like how it used to. Like you see Diamond Cup. They're supposed to cool our son and fire up some fire underneath that.
I'm hearing that still.
It's competitive sport.
I'm hearing that
It's
still.
a competitive sport. It's supposed to be.
I'm hearing that still.
You're supposed in listen. If you're a sound boy, the whole point of being a sound boy is it's a competitive sport. You man compete.
Right, watch
who's
this.
meant to be the best?
Watch
and
this.
with dubs and everything.
I hear
That's
that.
the
Watch
thing.
this. You see this program
I hear
here?
that.
See this program here?
Yeah.
It can bust from a load of different things. 'Cause look, you've got a musician. He can build the beats. I'm sure you've got a rapper or two around you. Pay attention to them.
Wobby's got bars.
It doesn't
No,
matter.
real talk. I mean what you're saying, Carl. We yeah.
Pay attention to them and bang them. Yeah, because everyone's doing it, but they're doing it a different way. You know what I mean? It's for you to find a way to bang your brethren. It's not about banging something else.
Why for that?
Don't you ever come on there.
Why for Sorry.
But yeah, I hear what you're saying fully.
It's facts. But that last part ain't facts. But the rest
What
of
part was that?
I ain't repeating it. You repeating it? Hey, does anyone else want to repeat it?
Bang their brethren. That bit. Now you know the people. This is how it is. But yeah, now fun and joke aside, I fully hear what you're saying. But I want to talk about your journey, Carl. You created something yourself, yeah. The radio station.
Wait.
Okay.
Before you go to the radio station, we talk about these herbs and how powerful they are.
What?
The herbs.
Hey, you see Antumbi.
Hey,
Antumbi.
yo, them man got the best colon cleanser in the world.
Hey, you see Antumbi.
Let me see this.
Antumbi has got someone I know doing what it says it does on the tin, cleansing them out. You get me? And like,
How much is it?
I think that one might be 30 quid. You need a 50 quid one.
Bomba clot.
nah,
if you want
because the reason why he says that is because he sells it to you or gives it to you at the weight.
Okay.
So for your weight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you see a 3, that would be like a.
Size 10.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why I say you need 5.
Yeah.
But the 5 here, what I'm hearing off the tree, what I heard off the tree was mad. But I heard it you get me, things were happening and it's a bit.
I heard people are opening up like the gates of heaven.
Yeah, little pebbles and that.
Hot rocks.
Yellow ones.
They got hot rocks coming out of them.
Like, yeah, it's got like that now.
You
You
dropped
get
on your
me?
trousers, you'll burn a
Think
hole.
about this though. Think about this. With growing up, yeah. How many times have you had a washout? Because you see me when I was a youth, my mum used to get.
Yeah, my mum used to make me take them regular.
Bitters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bitters.
bitters and
Correct.
washouts. My mum used to make me take them regular. But them things you see in this world now, those things are not a thing.
No.
They're not a thing. Like, remember, a lot of that stuff, as we said before, it's generational stuff that was passed down to the to our mums from their parents. Do you get what I'm saying? That was passed down to them. They passed it down to us, and we ain't carried it on.
No, we don't even.
It's stopped at us, and I'm gonna say that.
You don't even have a choice. It's either that or hospital.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's how mad it
It's up
was.
to you.
There you go, and that's the realness of it.
Well, I can tell you this. When you take this, yeah, there's 2 versions. There's one called Born Again, and there's this one. But they're both the same thing. But you see, before you take it, your mind will change. Forget about everything.
Like, I
else.
want to take some, but I can't take none this week because it's my birthday.
Yeah, and I'm hearing you. Say if you take it, do not leave your house.
I can't take none this week.
One day.
I heard it's a couple days.
So how many times? How many times a year do you take it?
There's gonna be a couple days. She's still got to take more tablets.
2 times a year.
She's still got to take more tablets.
Yeah, but it's going to slow down. And if she takes it now, it might not give her the kick. But you see, when it was firing, if she had took the 4th one, she would see. Because she'd be going toilet heavy The fifth one, she'd be going through it really heavy and then it just stopped.
But they're still heavy enough to come out of it.
Huh?
Yeah, can we get past the dude?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Man said,
get off of the,
we gotta get past the doo-doo. That's what man said. We can't host the show talking about
my big
doo-doo.
man thing though, you don't go if you really want to try. If you're daring, try it.
No, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah,
It's not
big
a
man
matter
thing.
of being
No,
daring.
big man thing.
It's
Big
a
man
matter
thing.
of being
Listen,
real to yourself.
big man thing. Big man thing. After my birthday week, because this is my birthday week, yeah. So I can't do that this week. Can't do that. Can't have nothing to do with that this week. See you next week. We are gonna take one, and I'm gonna come back and tell everybody how I feel after I take it. Wash out my insides, cause we need them things to live good. I have to take it.
It will remove. It depends on how you do it, though. But it can remove the belly, not all of it, but it will remove the majority.
Yeah.
And after
When
that,
I come in here
and
slim, then you know I
after
took it.
Then after that, you need to have lifestyle, not eat the same old crap you was
Yeah,
eating.
of course. I'll try not to eat bad anyway.
Because I was a lot bigger than that.
I know you lost bare weight. You lost bare weight. You look like a coat right now. You see me, I look so.
That's mad still. I respect it.
Yeah, come. I'm gonna try it next week.
so-
Next week. Don't worry, we'll talk about it.
Alright, cool.
Moving off the doo-doo.
We're talking on Genesis now, yeah?
What about that?
Hey, brother, what do you think? What do you think?
You gotta plug it. You gotta plug it.
He's got to plug his business, man. He's here, man. How's he gonna be here and not plug his business?
No, what if I plug them one time, put them on the table, bad man?
So what's this one then?
It's a blood purifier. That one gives you energy, mad energy as well.
I need one of these as well. You're trying to sell me the whole package. So
No, I'm not trying to.
I can
no,
take this at the
listen.
same time. I can take this at the same time.
No, you got to sleep and wake up, then take that.
After I've took the cleanse.
Yeah, yeah.
So I need to cleanse out, sleep, wake up, and then bust this.
Yeah.
So how much is this all costing for the people? Because
80 quid.
For the full thing, yeah?
Yeah.
80 cleared his life. You can't. It's not expensive. It's not
Definitely.
expensive.
People spend 180 quid on a t-shirt to go out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not
feel like
expensive.
the man.
It's not expensive for life. You have to pay for life.
People paying how much to go to Raymond's thing? It's 100 quid, isn't it?
Man said Ravens too.
What's it called? Something
White
white.
cocoa.
Cocoa white.
Hey, we gotta get Raymond on there. Hey, we gotta get Raymond on there. We gotta get Raymond on there.
Yeah, cocoa white's 100 quid. You know what I mean?
You done?
Nah, I
He
don't
said he
think
don't
so.
go dance no
You
more.
don't go dance no more.
Nah, there's nothing there for me, you know, like I
got a
don't want a
woman?
two-step.
Have you got a woman?
I don't want a woman.
You don't want a woman?
There's nothing what I want there.
I know you just,
that
he
age.
just
I
wants
don't
a
mind
fiver.
going there and setting up my stall and collecting a tenner or two, but you know,
You're not on it other than that.
no,
Wasting your time. Yeah, see.
I want to talk about your Genesis, your Genesis though, big man. I want to talk about that. I want to touch
I
on it.
never knew you owned Genesis. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that.
because you know some of the man that would come on and say it, but I used to tell them, listen, we don't need that. No one needs to know who owns it. We just need to do the work. Because everybody wants to push my name out. And I didn't want that.
Yeah,
I just wanted to be in the background doing what I'm doing. If you get to know, you know, innit? If you don't know, you don't know. One of the things is about us. As soon as we start getting a little notoriety, we want to be known. That's not good. I want to get the notoriety and then be known. Yeah. Because notoriety is what? It doesn't put money in your pocket. It just keeps your levels up in the community. With keeping your levels up, what do? You either you build something from that, or you do like some of these cunts do, get it and run and hide. Yeah, man. Not for the man them. They get their chance in life, but they run and hide. They don't look back for no one. Don't even say to a man, "Oi, hold this 20 grand and keep yourself cool. Don't say I didn't remember you." No, they're not on that.
Have you done that for man?
What?
Do you just slap man off and just give man 20
I
bags?
bust enough, man.
Hey, Blue Tick needs a bus.
I bust enough, man. Enough, man. Not no if, buts, or did it happen. I bust enough, man.
So what, can Bluetooth get a little 10 grand when the show's done?
10 grand.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the 10 grand?
Use it and buy equipment.
Buy equipment,
and
make the show better. We're gonna make the show bigger and better.
Please.
Beg your pardon?
Please.
Oh. I tell you what, if I had this here, it wouldn't cost me $3 for everybody to know about it.
You wanna give us $3,000 and then we'll do that.
No, we don't want that.
Forget the 10.
We need
Forget the 10. We shot high. No, we shot high.
expand.
You're being greedy. Don't
He
be
said he
greedy.
gives away 20s.
No, he said he would do it.
Man, figure away 20s.
Listen. He said he can do it with free.
Let me hear what you're doing with the chick.
No, what I would do, I'd get a blogger to blog the show, take pieces out and blog it. Like, they got millions of people that watches their blog. They know what their people want to see. They cut that piece out, they give it to them. Because what more does this need?
This needs some.
We
No,
need, you know
think,
what?
No, stop.
Go on.
You think it needs. I'm not thinking, I'm telling you what you need.
We need promotion.
Correct. You need promotion. You don't need nothing else but promotion.
Promotion. People just need to know that we're there.
Yeah. So you need somebody.
It's a fact.
100.
It's not even the content, because you've got too much of that. What you need is somebody that knows how to push the content out.
100.
That was just a,
And listen to me, your next door neighbour could be the person.
definitely could be. There's a knack. There's a whole knack to this internet.
Look, my son's got a brother, what he can give him $3 or $5, yeah? And he can do whatever you want him to do. But when he gets it to a certain spot, he wants more money. So it could end up, you pay him 10 grand,
Beg you the free then.
but he would get you to the spot.
Now, I know in India, man, in India I can do it for a lot cheaper still.
Yeah, but you're not getting real hits. He's doing a bogus thing. These people are doing real hits.
Anyway,
Right,
that's
ain't got
anyway.
cheap five
Alright,
grand
that's
to
we
give
gone off
my man,
we gone off
still.
what we was talking about. This was a
we're
conversation
talking about
for a
Genesis.
loan. You was meant to give us money. That was no. I don't know what. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was the
You was
whole.
gonna ask
You was
me
meant to
for
give
a
us
loan.
money, innit?
Yeah.
You bus man. So the man them saying they need a busing, innit?
Yeah, man, need
We
a
need
man
a
just need a
bus.
10 quid.
So
Please.
you think I should
End
give
up.
you 10 grand?
You're
to
helping.
bust you?
You're helping the community.
Stop.
Elder.
Hold on, let me finish with him. Me giving you 10 grand's not going to bust you. Let me tell you this now. Me giving you my time, supposed to give you that 10 grand.
Rate that.
Rate that. I pull up.
Rate, aye.
Buttons.
Yeah, but it's the truth.
But man still want the peas that you was talking about, because you see how you was talking before about the 20 and man must just give you 20.
Man saying
what it
only-
is now,
man
big
saying
man.
you said
see, if
free,
a man
we
asks
take free.
is,
We
yeah,
take
you see
free.
if a man asks is no, what you said before, I have to go back on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go back on it.
Use 20 as a number, and a man says to you, yeah, what, big man, you got something, I need something. You can't just tell a man, right, I'll give you my time.
That wasn't what you
No,
said.
stop. That's
That
not
wasn't what you
I
said. How we ended up in this
You can't
conversation?
be a man, you're tired.
You led us to this conversation.
Yeah, no, but it's not a problem. But I'm asking you, why would you want me to help you to bust it and then...
Now I just want to buy some equipment.
Yeah, what?
On you.
Man need
But
to buy-
I will
man
tell
need
you,
to
the
buy,
next
yeah.
thing I will say to you is, whose account details do you want? Mine or B's? Car, we just going around in circles. That man went to say, oh, is it cash? Come on, man.
Listen, when you lot are serious, we'll know. Because you're talking about the money, see, it's a number you've got in your head. And that number, yeah, it's good to have 10 grand around you. Everybody,
No. Man will only use this 10 grand for everything in
You
this
see
room
this?
on
You
Uncle
see the
Dennis.
level? You see the
Yeah.
level?
It's not
now
like
listen.
man's asking you for 20 grand in
you
life.
see the cash investment, yeah? You see the level that will put our cameras to, our sounds to, our lighting.
Stop. You don't need nothing better than what you've got now. Listen to what I'm telling you. You don't need nothing better than what you've got now. Because what you've got now, when you look at it, you might have a different idea of it when you're looking at it, but when somebody else is looking at it, they can't see what you can see. It's just like me, I'm coming here to do something. I didn't know where I was coming, I just know I'm coming to do something. But when I've come here and I've seen the setup, I'm saying, okay, these youths are moving on point.
Trying to.
I'm just saying,
Not
basically,
try-
we're
no,
not
no,
getting the
stop,
10
stop.
bags, you know. So we need to go back onto Genesis.
You know what I was sitting there thinking? Yo, wicked sights.
Yeah, you
took
see the
us off
sights?
the money thing gone out the window.
Now we didn't want the 10 bags in it. We just wanted to prove.
Check what you've said to me. Give you 10 bags.
I said tree. Even said 10.
Okay, 3 bags.
Because I heard you was giving out 20s and you expect 20s to be given out.
No.
That's why
saying,
man out.
I'm
Compromise.
saying, if me and a man's rolling and I'm making food, I'm giving him a tip.
That's different, 100%.
Yeah, of course. That's normal. Money I run. The man,
Yeah.
the dog them have to eat.
I don't know, maybe, I don't know.
Now the dog them have to eat, because if the dog them
Don't
don't
know.
eat, the dog them have to turn around and
might.
bite you.
I'm not going to say no.
I hear what I'm saying to you. Do you have equipment that you could help
No,
towards
no,
a
no,
film
no.
production?
I've got nothing at all.
Ain't ya?
No.
You was the
You got rid of all
production
of that
team.
stuff.
I don't know what happened to it, my son. Yeah, right now I'm looking to buy all the stuff. I'm looking to buy 3 studios to bring to Jamaica. So I'm going to go to an auction, because you know how much places is locked down. So if I go in the auction, I can buy 3 studios, 50 computers or 100 computers, or, you know, to send down.
You see Genesis.
That's
Touch
my
on that now,
focus.
please. We've got it. What year did you start that again?
1991. No. 1985.
And can you bring me back? In 1985, what did it take to start a studio in 1985?
Radio.
A radio station.
My mate told me about it, so I said, yeah. But he had a different idea from what I was going to do. But I still done it, but I done it from my bedroom. I had everything in my bedroom.
You was running it from your bedroom?
Yeah.
Pirate radio. Look,
That's tough.
these are the errors of pirate radio. You know what? Some of our viewers won't even know what pirate radio
Yeah,
is.
you gotta tell them. Can you explain what a pirate radio station was,
Well,
please?
I had a transmitter in my bedroom, and I had the aerial hanging out my bedroom window.
You was wilding. You was waiting for them to come
that's
to you.
what it was.
You was
It was
waiting for them
just
to come
gutted.
for you.
Did they ever used to give you any problems?
What? They used to come and take me off at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock,
mad.
the latest,
They were
every
shouting
day.
off.
Every day.
Sometimes pirate radio
I'll
was
be back
getting
on by
shut.
1, 2. If I can.
So what they do, when they take you off, they're popping your aerial down.
No,
and
they
everything.
take everything. Don't worry about that. I'm putting it back up. That's why it might take me an hour. But if they just come and plug it out, I can be back on in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah,
Do you remember who your first DJ was?
that's a good question. Who was the first DJ? I can't remember. But
Do you remember who your? Did you have any like female DJs? Do you remember?
loads.
Who's your first female DJ that you had on?
Lady J.
Lady J. What's her name? Do you know? Did you know?
What's her name? Sarah J. Sarah J. Yeah, Sarah J.
That was the first female.
Yeah.
Is it?
Militant as fuck. Militant as fuck.
So that.
Oh, come on, man.
And how did the people them take to her? What was their response?
Well, you know, we was young coming, so we knew people was listening, but we didn't know what they was listening for. But when we come back on in the 90s, we knew what they wanted. Talk shows. So that's what we gave them. The music was good. We can't say the music weren't good. The music was definitely good. But the talk shows run the station.
Yeah, you said that. You said that.
So everybody would get a chance, either the man before him or the man after him, what comes in after him. So it's up for you to carry your balance, because you've got the whole of the talk show people there listening. So if you're going to be before the talk show, you've got to remember, you've got a talk show coming on. We don't want to hear "Baby, I Love You." We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We want to hear songs what have got thoughts and your mind behind it. So you keep the people focused. You don't want to have people that's listening to dancehall, and then when something positive comes on,
They're gone. They're not listening.
You know what I mean?
I reckon Kiss FM should give us a radio show.
I'll do an hour still.
I reckon Kiss FM. I reckon one of them, Trace FM, Capital FM, or
I'll do
Kiss
an hour still.
They probably could. They probably could.
We'll
But
do
you
well.
know,
You got the link for us?
Nah.
I know you're linked in it.
Yeah. When the man them
Look at your face.
when the man them from Lucian used to own the station, yeah, I knew them. But they you know, because they knew me from youth, they've got this militant idea about me.
Oh, okay. Got to know you from Badness days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
hard to.
I did go into their office on the badness thing. And I told them, look, get rid of that fucking idiot there off the station and give this man the job.
See?
Yeah, because that's what you're meant to do. If you've got somebody around you that can do better than him,
Yeah, you're meant to try.
what you meant to do?
try
You're
and
meant to
help
bring him and say, yo,
put
take
in a
him off,
position.
put this man there.
Of course, I rate that.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I rate that.
Alright, so I want to ask you about some local DJs. Man like Senator B.
Senator B. Senator B. Silox. I know Senator from Silox days.
Silox days.
Yeah, he had a sound.
When he running big tunes on the station as well, no?
Yeah, he was.
course.
He was up. He was up.
Up with it. Big up, Senator.
I know, big up Senator B. You know what?
Big up,
Me
Senator.
and him got the same birthday.
7th of next this month.
7th Friday. Me and him got the same birthday. Friday.
Danger you.
Who?
Danger you.
Which danger you?
This evergreen thing. Yeah, man, the old school rude boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the old school them still.
Who else? There's a few people's birthday on that day.
April used to be the most popular month. Ain't no month.
September is Christmas.
You know what it is? I don't really know, because I don't know no one's birthday. And I don't know much about them. I just know them to say, well, one. And if we part, we part, and if we don't, we don't. But I don't know a man's birthday, or, you know. I'm not one of those guys anyway, because none of my brethren have a party and invite me. So
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Because they know you're not coming. About why you
No,
guys. They know you're not coming.
Look, I'm gonna give all their guests tablets to make them go home and shit. You're one of these. But, no hunting up the party, is it? Alright, cool. So another name, Papa Levi.
He's a monster.
Monster.
Yeah, till today. Till today, he's a monster.
We have to talk about your little badness phase though as well, you know.
You see Papa Levi? It's funny. I remember when I told him to come on Saxon. Them times, he obviously would have heard of Saxon, but he didn't know who Saxon was. But I said to him, yo, I need you to come on my sound. Because if you come on my sound, I'll get you a hit in Jamaica. So he came on the sound, and he got a hit in Jamaica. Had 13 weeks at number one in Jamaica. We're still number one now, because it plays every day in Jamaica.
And can you remind us and tell us what song that is?
Huh?
Can you tell us what song that is?
My God McKing. Yeah, my God McKing.
Big business.
I'm gonna like it.
That tune scored. It scored everywhere in the world.
Inspire me to be on my chant.
Come on, allow it, man.
Why did you sing it? Come on, allow it. Come on, allow it. Man said, come on, come on, allow it, man. Like he knew. Like,
Oh, man. No, that's tough still.
Yeah, that's tough. That's what I'm saying. You messed up. You linked Supercat, innit?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, have you ever... You don't rate Ninja Man, though, do you?
never.
You rate Supercat, innit?
Yeah, I rate Supercat as a person.
Cat said G.
As a person.
Original.
Because he lives how he talks.
The bad man.
So if you hear him saying something on the mic, that's what he's living.
Real facts.
Yeah.
As opposed to
As opposed to any fucker else, it's not him. He's
like about who was talking stuff that you know they weren't doing.
Ninja Man.
He never had to ask
Is
him
that-
twice. It's like, hey.
If you're gonna ask a question, think about the question before you ask, and especially when the conversation is at that level, and his name was called before. I've got to say, Ninja Man is the worst artist I know in my life.
And what makes you say that? What makes you make
And
that
you know what
opinion? Is it the way his mindset is, the way he talks, or obviously it's
Everything.
not clearly his music? 'Cause his music was
No, his music was never any good.
it weren't never Bumba Clot.
No, but
Nah, he done something.
Yeah, they've had beef.
Him
What
take
could-
away
They had a fight. Take away a gal.
something where you did have.
Something.
Right?
Have something.
Yes.
Wanna have something.
Wanna have
But
something.
Ninja Man was the baddest man.
No, Ninja Man was tough at his thing, man.
Ninja
He
Man
was a
was-
cross, man.
really, I'm not gonna say no. It's up to you, but just get one of his songs and listen to him now. You know, forget
You know,
about
see
back in
the
the time.
Gargan
But just
coming.
listen to what he's saying and work out. Look how many of these dumb songs you've made, and none of them don't add up to nothing. Let's have music what adds up to something. Look at Papa San.
I was gonna bring up Papa San. Christian, is he still a Christian?
But he's still mashing places up.
Mashing up.
Oh, we can't just move off of this Ninja Man being a fool like that, you know, Carl.
No,
That's
but-
you kind of breaking my heart.
It's not something what I wish to talk
Man
about.
grew up on Ninja Man, blood.
But I want you to go back and listen to it and
Weren't he
then
bad
ask
when he used to
yourself,
bun his shit though, Dennis?
He said,
When he
you know
bad
what he
when he
said?
used to bun his
You know what
shit.
Ninja Man said? I'm not addicted to no jug, to no jug.
this time,
Weren't he bad when he was on his thing?
That was a tune.
this time he was eating it.
Oh,
He was
Man said
eating
eat.
shit.
Yeah, man. Them man there.
not literally shit for the people that don't understand.
Yeah, crack.
Not literally shit.
Drugs.
Not literally shit.
Nah. Ninja Man was the wrong idea for my son or my daughter anyway. That's what I can say. I don't know
I've
about
said that
anybody
before.
else.
No, I've said that before.
And because if you listen back to what he was saying then, listen to it. You'll have to ask yourself an honest question. Is that where my mind was at that time? Have I progressed in life? Am I looking for different things from what Ninja Man was saying? Because Ninja Man said a lot of things what shouldn't be said, but he said it.
100.
Bob said something earlier on which I kind of agree with and I feel.
What's that?
We know you had a side or time in your life where you was on badness.
He's a bad boy.
You was like, yeah. So we want to touch on.
What-
Madness.
Yeah, we want to because
What
you're against it a lot now, as we can hear. But you wasn't always against it. You were with it.
You think
You, just like everybody else. So we want to kind of know. You get me? Like, what? Go on.
You ain't got to put nothing
You
like
ain't
no
gotta put
names
nothing
or
mad
nothing
out
on
there.
the table. But
No,
man,
but you see what it is. It depends what kind of badness you're talking about because there's all sorts of badness. But they all
Name the
mix in.
different levels of that.
was you a ghetto man?
Or who?
A ghetto man.
No, man, I come from Lewisham. No, but it's true because before Ghetto really started to push out, yeah, they didn't like people from Lewisham and we didn't like them. We just liked the girls.
Okay.
So what happened?
See what I'm saying?
So, you
You
know,
had to be from New Cross.
huh?
So to be a real ghetto man, where did you have to be from? Let's make it known. Original thing.
By Spanish Steps.
Woodpecker.
And if you weren't from
Listen,
there,
if he wasn't, who was it? The Palmer twins and Fat Man, Negus Nagas. They're the man them that named Ghetto. And the reason for that is because it was a ghetto at that time.
Hey. So certain man's claims just gone out the window. Woo!
gone.
Woo! You know who you are. Sorry, back to the interview.
Yeah. Yeah, those Tree Man them and Eva, I suppose, Eva Bell.
Did you say
Palmer
Fat Man?
twins. Fat Man, yeah. Peter, Myrie. Yeah, them man, there was some serious man, you know.
Come on.
Them man, they were serious.
I know. I know. I very well know.
And you'd never know when you meet him. Because he's always got a joke, he's always got a laugh, he's always got something to say. But he went to America and stepped on it, made a lot of money,
Mad. So what you say? So that was the original Ghetto Man, them, yeah? And then you had your Lewisham lot. What was there anything in between Lewisham and
Broccoli
the Ghetto?
and
Was the
Bedford,
broccoli?
Nah.
But
In Lewisham, yeah, we kept it real. We didn't deal with Broccoli people. We didn't deal with Deptford people, New Cross people. Nobody. We just kept it to ourselves. Because a lot of times people would want to, try and play silly bollocks.
so when did so how come everybody talks about community? Everybody from your generation want to talk about community.
When did the link up happen?
and things weren't like that.
What link up are you talking about?
The link up when New Cross stopped being New Cross, when New Cross stopped being the Ghetto.
Well, I think it was when Coley and them come around.
Raw.
Okay.
That's when the Ghetto thing really got pushed out. Ghetto started to push out when Zagai and
The shower
Tommy
man
Bones.
thing. Is this where you're going?
That's when
when everyone
Ghetto,
started calling
that's when-
themselves shower man.
Yeah, that's when
So
Ghetto.
we say Tommy Bones and
Yeah.
okay.
And
Would you say that whole
man.
SE14/8 movement?
wait.
that's what it was.
Wait, I'm gonna talk.
SE1.
I'm gonna talk from a Ghetto boy perspective. Yeah, like man was shower man, but man is always Ghetto boys. Like as much as man was screaming shower and whatever, yeah, man was always Ghetto boy.
Yeah, we're not saying no.
Yeah, no, you're the one
but
that
it
just said
wasn't
about the
pushing
shower
out.
thing.
It wasn't
I'm
pushing.
just saying.
It wasn't pushing out like how it is now. Like people will come from Lewisham now and say, "Yeah, Blue Borough, I'm Ghetto." You know what I mean? It's
Yeah. The term blue borough, when the term blue borough got termed, that was an inclusion thing, innit? So that weren't even if the man them didn't mean to do it on purpose, the whole borough could say that. Wherever you live in the borough, you could say I'm blue
Remember, it
borough.
was blue road signs, wasn't it?
It's blue borough. So like I think the man them kind of
dustbins.
blue dustbins, yeah.
it's the borough color. It's the borough color.
Colour, yeah.
So like when the man them term that phrase, that allowed a lot more people to attach themselves to the thing.
Yeah, quite right.
You get me? Term blue borough,
But
it's a broad thing.
it's been the Ghetto thing's been going on for more than 45 years. And if you're going to talk about your Ghetto or whatever, show us what it means to be Ghetto. Because we can all talk about who we are, but can we show people what we're talking about? You know what I mean? Everyone's got a story for the Ghetto, but no one's showing the story, they just got it in their head locked up. Not realising there's millions of pounds locked up in their head. Millions.
Definitely.
Listen,
know
just
what?
let me get the fuck out of here, yeah, 'cause I've got a script writer coming with me. And we'll sit down and I'm gonna fucking write some films.
Yo, if you got the script writer, listen to me.
Yeah, I've got a
You
top
see in
script
here.
writer.
You see from like 1992 when I first start secondary school and step out on porch, and I've got some events that have taken place, yeah, that not like only the people that was there will probably know about it, and if I've told you some stuff that would actually make a mad film. Remember Dreadass? Who remembers Dreadass?
Who?
Dreadass. Do you remember Dreadass in Kennington?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a story when we was in there and a man teeth a bag of weed. And the man then pull out a shotgun on the man them. The dread pull out the big shotgun and got the man them hiding. Man pushing man in front of man and types the things with the bag of weed. I just see the bag of weed fly up in the air. Man, they were messed up.
Who took the bag of weed, bro?
I can't. I'm not gonna say that on the air. I'm not gonna expose him on the air.
Right.
I'm
Look
not
at
gonna
this
expose
though.
him on the air, but I'm gonna
Look at
keep
this
a bag of
though.
weed.
That was a part of the destruction of Rastafari.
What, Dreadass?
Yeah, that house there, that destroyed Rasta. Because the vision was never what it was meant to be from there on. Because look, originally 12 tribes and whatever they call themselves, EWF or whatever it is, they was all together. And then 12 tribe got the place in Streatham and got themselves together and pulled where he's pulling where and left the Mandem. But the Mandem in Streatham, they bought the building. So whether or not you're rating it, they bought the building, they own the building.
Was it the man in Kennington didn't?
No. Because Prince Charles gave it to them. But by the time...
Is it?
Yeah. But by the,
Big thing, like, Dreadass was no joke.
So what? Prince Charles gave that yard to the rest of the man, then,
yeah, but when...
Like what, guy in there and just spun your
when
weed?
when they came to take
shot.
it...
That sounds like a movie in itself.
That's wild.
Bro,
When they came to take it, they didn't have nobody that could speak for it. Because you need to know what you're saying to people, especially when it was something like that. And look what they done. As they got everyone out, they started to lick it down. Maybe when
gone.
you take out your things, they lick it down.
they lit down that place. But that place was... Dreadass was a drug dealing mecca.
Yeah, it was a cocaine spot.
It was a drug dealing mecca, bro. You see, as a youth, you see, as a 12-year-old, because these times, man's 12 and 13, you know, like, man's first varying out onto the streets without my parents. This is like when I'm going places now, man's getting the bus from flipping Lewisham all the way to fucking Kennington, like a 185 or something. Like,
As a Rasta representative, yeah, y'all are doing us dirty still.
no, it was. Was it the blood? I'm just calling what it was as a youth. As a youth man going there, that was like, it was like New Jack City. It was nuts.
See, that's what I'm saying. It was like
nuts,
New Jack
blood.
City. There was nothing righteous there.
Dreadass was mad still.
So I would say that is part of the destruction of Rasta. I remember, no matter how Rastas want to talk, they do take identity from England. But if the man them in England ain't carrying no weight, who they got now? Go to the Chinese. Go to people that's really not into. It's gone wrong. It's gone wrong, and that's because it was Rastas. They wasn't real people. They just wanna be. Does that make sense? So let me say it a different way. There was Rastas, and before they had elders what would talk, you know, their knowledge and that. But then come now, the youngers come in, the elders start dying away. The elders don't have no power because the man them is bad enough.
He just started busting up.
No, but
That's life though. That's how life goes. That's not even just Rasta, man. That's how that's the game.
Man said that's not even just Rasta, man. That's just the game.
What you saying? What's the saying? Yeah, yesterday's boy is tomorrow's man.
And
That's just how the game goes. And you gotta remember, you know. Yo, be quiet. Yeah. So boom now. You just gotta remember that's how the thing goes, blood. The little boy was now he's a big man, and if he feels like you're talking to him in a way, he can challenge that.
mad.
Worst ways, you show the little you coming up, you see a little weakness in your armor. You know what's happening? What camera?
yeah, no problem.
What camera?
But listen to me. What's that?
Oh, that battery's gone.
Yeah, listen to me. Yeah, one of the things what is a very, very sad problem is that we've got people, yeah, what will show us something and make us believe that's the way.
Yeah, that's the internet.
But then when you find out, this is why the Rasta thing fell apart, because the man was talking about some 50s thing, 30s thing. You can't bring that from there to here. Huh?
Yeah, definitely.
This is our biggest problem. We're all worrying about the latest shoes and the latest gunman and the latest stuff. But what about the latest problems what we've got? They're going to put the country into a thing where you can only buy baked beans if your credit allows you to. What's wrong with these people? I tell you what, before I do that, I can't live somewhere where I don't have to buy no food. Everything I eat, I grow. I'm not gonna be playing around with no fucking idiots. What's that all about?
Definitely mad.
And what's that all about?
Yeah, but that's why.
I do understand myself, and I do understand if you know yourself, then you should act like you know yourself. Get the money. Don't get no fuckery. Don't have no people. You know, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad. And the thing is, why it's sad, you see the youths them over here, they're grasping onto it. They're not saying, oh, no, they're grasping to it.
I don't think anyone wants.
What do you think the big problem is?
The big problem is the internet.
Do you think weed has a contributing factor for the youths? The level of the level of the potentness of the weed that we're smoking nowadays.
Yeah, because this skunk thing is fucking dangerous. Because remember, you're playing about with THCs and THCs is what you're smoking. So it could be a wrong THC. Because back in the days when skunk first come around, a lot of people went mad off of it. And that's the THC was
Facts. When the because man was there, man was smoking them.
But when Ziggerman was selling it, yeah, he had the place on Smash. A lot of the stuff, a lot of times people get head leak. Yeah, because it was stronger then than it is now.
A lot. What, then than it is now? No way.
No way.
No way.
See the weed. You see the weed today. You see the weed. You see weed today.
You need to ban a Cali.
You see Cali weed.
You need to ban a Cali.
No, don't.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't need to. He doesn't. Don't say that.
Take you away.
Look at you. No, can't get away.
I need to buy
Yeah, it's the
get
Cali.
away.
Yeah, they want some Cali weed, you know with that.
Listen, they have some weed out here. Listen,
carefully, yeah?
listen carefully.
Yeah, because you need to.
You have to talk a little louder into the mic.
Sometimes when you talk about thinking, but my son's 28.
Go on.
My son's 28, so whatever you want to tell me about,
okay,
continue.
Okay, yeah, what you say that makes sense. Yeah, what you say, your 28-year-old son a bun Cali. That's what you tell me, no.
No, he's always got something.
Why?
I just think
but the weed nowadays
changed.
Skunk nowadays is much stronger than old skunk. I remember when skunk first touched, when he went from brown weed and red Rizzler to blue weed and skunk, cause that's what happened. You had brown weed and red Rizzler, and then blue weed and skunk bus. Everything changed. The game different up. Now you see what you're saying. I got a brethren who I always talk about this. He smoked a spliff of skunk. We went to a rave and he slept for the whole night in a jungle rave. Like literally slept on the coats. Woke up and he's never been the same again. Never ever been the same again. Everybody, if I say the name, you know who I'm talking about. Raymond. Smalls.
Such man.
No, I'm talking to my brethren, man. It is what it is. It's the fact. I'm just talking. I'm not dissing him or trying to small up his thing. It's just facts. I'm talking about my brethren. You get
That's what happened. Yeah.
Boom. Yeah.
You bun a whole spliff.
You bun a whole. Listen, this was the first time I ever bought a skunk. We all brought skunk jaws for ourselves, and we was going One Nation. And we caught the train. We caught the train at Crofton, yeah. And we was all bunning weed on the way up there. And he gave me his weed. So imagine after he smoked the spliff, he said, "I don't want this," and he's giving me the weed. So I'm like, "Yeah, boom, I'm with this." You get me? Boom. We've got to the rave. There was like a stage kind of thing, but everybody left their coats on it. He was there all night. I'm talking all night sleeping. He's got up. We've left. He's never, ever, ever been the same. And that was probably in 1995.
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I've seen him not too long ago.
Oh, fucking. So what do you reckon that was the bad batch?
The THC turned him into a new man. THC bust out his head blood. Straight up. It's real.
Everybody will tell you how they put coke on it and all that. No. It's them experimenting to get the THC high.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You see now, THC levels are at the maximum. They're getting the THC levels now that they've never got before. They're getting like 90% THC out of weed. It's all mad.
Mental.
I'm telling you, not too long ago, I had a little bad experience. I did something and I had to go and lay under the covers and hide in my house and turn off all the lights. Trust me, I had a little bad experience in my yard. I was under the covers, turned off everything.
Is it?
Yeah, the weed had me doing a madness. But I just never told no one because I didn't want to seem like a madman.
No, that's mad still.
You get me?
No, that's actually why. I'm not even, you're not, man, laughing.
Yo, oh, you never come tell the man them which weed that blood. Next time you could have reached on the man them blood. Yo, somebody come tell you say, yo, I never shit. Yo. You know what I'm saying? I never shit, brother.
I say, yo, I didn't do that last week.
No, it's facts. It happened. It's
That's
facts.
mad.
It's facts. I was in my house with him. There was 3 of us in my yard at the white table. Yeah, we were sitting at the white table, blood. I didn't even say bye to the man then. I just got up and cut. I just got up and said later. I just got up and just said yeah, I'm off. Just gone. Went in my room, blood. I was under my cover. Hey, it was trippy, blood.
So, brother, how long you under that shit there for?
Blood till I fall asleep, till I felt right. But I was awake for long. I was blood. It was mad. It was mad.
That's not a brand new man.
No, that's nuts though. You see, before you can remember it and can talk about it. That's actually nuts.
No, but you should be promoting that, cause man could boot it. But yo, come on, man, don't do that, man.
What?
Man could have bought one of them drawers there, they would have left.
You know, your tolerance is different to mine, man. You might be able to just handle that. You might be able to handle the high weed. I don't know. But I never got the weed again.
Never called
like
that
crack.
nigga again.
I never got that weed again.
It's like crack.
I never got that weed again.
I deleted
I was
his
sitting
number.
blood. I was sitting underneath my cover, blood. Do you know how mad that is? From
Laying
weed?
or sitting?
I was fucked. Sitting up underneath the cover, sitting up like, oh shit. They coming. Turn on the lights.
After the show, you're gonna have to tell us who
Fam, madness, blood. It was a madness. Cali weed had me in my yard.
Yo, I wanna pull. Sorry. Hey, that man said Cali. Hey, man.
Oh, fuck.
Had me under my cover. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, yo. And then when I woke up the next morning, even when I woke up, I said to myself, what's that a dream though? Cause we don't do that to man. What was in this thing? I never want it again. I gave it away. I gave it to somebody. Wow. But then I don't.
They had under a
I
sheet.
don't know. They ain't told me like I didn't tell them. I ain't told them. I ain't told them. They ain't told me. So what? We're good in it.
That is mad.
Mad. Trust me.
No, well, this is what it is.
And there's a lot of people who have experiences that don't speak about it. Real fucking talk. There's a lot of people that experience stuff and they won't speak about it. But you see, speaking about it is actually a good thing.
Stop laughing at me.
It's a good thing speaking about it.
Wait 1 second, because Biggs is laughing at me. Biggs, you're a pussy, don't laugh after me.
Give my man's number. Give my man's number.
What?
Make him go and hide under
you know what's gonna happen? One day I'm gonna come out here, Biggs gonna see me with a big bag of weed. Give me a spliff, but I'm not gonna build up the weed that he's building up. He's gonna, build up
Make
that.
him go and sit under a
Sit
car.
under a car. Oh my gosh.
No, but that was the only way the white man was gonna take it away from black people. Because remember, Jamaica's the star of the show.
100. And people don't even go there for smoking no more.
Always is.
People used to travel Jamaica to smoke a spliff.
Always is.
They don't even do that.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. The skunk things took over the world.
You go
innit?
Jamaica now, you can't even get no high grade.
They ain't no key. You still getting Kiki weed. Still a run.
Kiki never
You know how long I ain't seen Kiki for? I ain't seen Sensimina, proper sis.
Kiki doesn't grow weed. Kiki buys weed and sells weed. And listen, one of my cousins was growing weed for Kiki.
So there's no such thing as Kiki weed?
No.
I didn't even realise that.
Kiki's a brother from out of Cockburn Pen.
We never even knew, you know.
But trust me, his name alone make him make money. I used to buy weed off of him, not all the time it was good.
Yo, I thought Kiki weed was just was a straight Norwegian.
Where did you used to get the baddest weed when you used to go yard?
Man used to bring me kiki weed, and man saying, "Yo, I got kiki."
What area? What area had the baddest weed in yard? In Jamaica.
There's a few places. There's a
You think West Milan?
That's what they say.
Yeah, Westmoreland.
Ultra Rice, Gangali, and then
Brownstown's got the maddest gum.
Who?
Brownstown.
He was always gonna.
Mad
He was
gum
always
up
gonna
there.
big up Brandstand no matter what happened.
Shouts to
I feel
my
in place
people.
that. I feel in place.
you can get. Listen, if you got people that's willing to put the work in, you can get gum anywhere. You just got to be willing to put in the work.
Yeah, but ain't Jamaica's run by a skunk now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Jamaica's run by a skunk now.
Yeah, Cali down there. Flavors.
Flavors. They're not. It's not Cali though. It's flavors. It's flavors.
Cali, man. Cali's across the road.
Man never bought me no flavors back from yard. Well, man never bought me no Cali back. Proper. Was it proper? Like
Like a coffee shop road though.
Right, let me ask you a question, D. You've done a bit of bird in your life, ain't you?
he said he's only done one.
Was it only one?
He's only done the one bird, isn't it? That's what he said.
No, I got a sentence before that for a passport. They give me 6 months. I've done 6 weeks.
What do you do with your passport?
Shout it.
No, when I've come through, he's looked at it, he said, "This isn't yours." I said, "What are you talking about?" He didn't even speak English as good as me. I said, "You're an immigrant, man. You can't talk to me."
They gave you 6 months for that.
Yeah.
Just like that. Message, you're an immigrant.
Bad
You can't-
man.
no, you see the way you ended the story.
Pull up.
You're an immigrant. You can't talk to me. There was nothing else to the story. You just got 6 months.
That bird there made me see life from a point where, oh, this is what it is, yeah? I was in Scrubbed at first and I saw some stuff that I thought wasn't right. I saw a little bird in a wheelchair running the place. He was from a wheelchair.
Running scrubs.
Yeah, and
Must have
selling
been
coke, selling coke.
I saw some stuff that weren't right. So little man running the place in the
Little brother in a wheelchair.
What are you saying? How's he running the place? He was calling the shots.
He was in his wheelchair, you want anything, you go and buy it from him.
No one ever tried to tip him out of his thing.
No, it was from Alston. Yeah, so most of the people in there was from Alston, so you can't fuck around with him.
Man said
Man,
no
they
one
were
never
just
tipped him
yamming.
out. No, wait. We got to go back to that statement. Still, what? Man said no one never tipped him out of his team.
No, but in jail they come for your things, isn't it?
Yo, what wicked you?
Yeah, of course. Anywhere you go, there's always going to be a rat waiting for Nyam the cheese.
Mad.
Of course.
You can't think you're going to be the big man. No, there's someone coming to Nyam the cheese.
Alright, so you see your next bird. I want to know what happened with your next bird.
That one now, I got a big one that time.
Yeah, I want to know. So, you get. Where did this happen? How did they come through? Was you in the airport or?
No, they came to my house for me, but they was looking for me for 14 months. 'Cause I didn't have nothing to do with it. Oh, cool, I got 3.5 years. I've done 17 months. But in that 17 months, I saw a lot of things, eye-opening. And I've never had white friends and all that, like hanged out with white boys. So I'm in prison now, and I'm hanging out with white boys because I was sharing a cell with a white boy, so I could see the difference in white people from black people. You know, like when you're younger, you can't really see the difference. I could see the difference in why black people and white people shouldn't mix. I saw the difference. You know what I mean?
What was it that you noticed?
They're good people, and they're not even understanding what's going on. They're not understanding that white people oppressed black people, and if they didn't oppress black people, the world would be a better place because black people would make things simple. I mean, Africa, Any part of Africa you want to talk about, you see if they put sanctions on and say they're not selling you again, you're in trouble. Because they've got things there where it grows nowhere else apart from there.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. They've started doing it now. You know, the other day.
It's cool, but it's horrible as well because.
Huh?
Say Len Cook.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's horrible because a lot of things what they get away with, they shouldn't get away with. A lot of things. A hell of a lot of things. Think about it. Just think about it.
Yo, no, I know. That's how, look, it's plain to see here that the most naturally rich land in the world is Africa, but it's the poorest. How does that work? It's got to be the people that are in charge.
It's, what do you call them? Salmon salads, what do you call them? The Uncle Tom was sitting at the top getting dictated to by the little man at the bottom. Now, he doesn't realise the man that's talking to him's at the bottom. But the little man at the bottom's got a better talk than him as a big man at the top. So the big man at the top is taking it like, oh yeah, I'm a little man. This man's got the plan. This man's got the plan. Don't worry about that. His plan is to take you out the fucking game. Well, think about it.
That's how it goes. No, that's how it goes. That's where they turn the saying is business and never personal.
Yeah.
That's where they turn the saying.
This is why they've got Jamaica and they've got Africa in the way they want us. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So they've attacked us in every way possible.
Yep.
So even right now, Jamaica, it's run by white people. And the intelligence behind it is run by white people.
So why do you want to go there? Why do you want to go and set up
Because
studio?
I'm not going to Jamaica.
Huh?
I'm not going to Jamaica.
You said you was.
I'm going to Compound Town. Didn't tell you nothing about Jamaica.
Okay, you got to the Maroon.
I'm going to Maroon Town.
Yeah.
I'll drive through Jamaica to get to where I'm going. That's it with me in Jamaica until I'm ready to come back or to go somewhere else. I don't need to be in Jamaica. There's nobody that's going to inspirate me. See, when I'm up in them little woods, I might not come with some inspirational stories. We just get some pen to paper, write up a contract, and let's go. If I'm in Kingston, well, shut the pussy then. I don't want to be around that life no more. Boy, I want to carry this up for me. You don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. But I don't. I'm not a drug dealer. Don't get me caught up. I'm not one of those guys. Never have been and never will be. Not for the man, them, yeah? They start getting somewhere and then they start bringing in the man them round them, but not treating the man them like somebody. Remember, if my name's got the hype and me and you are parring, remember, my name's got the hype, not your name. So you're rolling with me for the hype. You're not rolling with me for the real.
That'd be
Definitely.
facts. That'd be facts. We've all experienced. I think we've all experienced that.
I was in, I can't remember where I was, but I was standing up on a corner and some young youths, was there talking. And I was shocked to hear what was coming out of their mouth. Talking about who's the boss for the community and who's this for the community. I was saying, rah, how did this start? No, how? How do you have these young youths saying you're the boss? How? It's terrible. The future, yeah, for us right now, it looks so bleak, yeah. I don't know if we've got a future here.
I actually half agree with that still. I really do.
Everybody's looking in the same basket. think about it. Everyone's looking in the same basket. You're juggling a thing. You're making a food. Everybody wants to do that. We got to get real. This is it now. We need to get real. And the first thing we need to start by making real appearances. That's the first thing we need to start from.
Explain what you mean by that.
Real appearances. Being real. Understanding what real means. Not just doing something. Understanding what you're doing. Because a lot of us are doing, but we don't know what we're doing. Think about it. Be truthful.
I heard that. I fully hear that.
I was going to ask you about when you got yourself in the firing line. Obviously, one day I was walking down the road, going to buy some bread. Someone said to me, "Oh, Dennis Rowe got shot." And I was like, "You what?" Like, yeah. Do you want to touch on that?
Why not? Why not? It was a little
obviously
corrupted.
you was involved, weren't you? So
I wasn't involved in anything.
Okay.
I wasn't involved in nothing.
Okay. No, I'm just saying now. In general, in life, I'm just saying you was. We said you're from that world. You get me? So how do you get caught up in a situation like that as an elder?
Hello. I didn't get caught up in anything.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
Yeah.
It just happened in the wrong place, wrong time.
No, it was the. Yeah, you could say wrong place at wrong time, but there's some people around here. What? They want to be the man in the community, so they gas up the little youths and send the little youths to do things. And regardless if they was family or friends, how they doing now? They still look at each other's pockets, so they still try to help one another. It's a joke thing. That argument never had nothing to do with me at all.
Okay.
But the man them's trying to prove a point, which could have got the thing really wrong. But you know, like parents got involved and turned up on my doorstep and spoke it out. Because, in honest truth, I never had nothing to do with it. I didn't even know what was going on. So as far as I'm concerned, somebody could get hurt as well, didn't it?
I heard that. Do you find there's a lot of that in the community we're from? People getting wrapped up in things that ain't even got nothing to do with them?
Yeah, that happens every day, everywhere.
Part of life. Part and parcel of life, man. That's why you got to choose your company. You
Black
keep.
London.
You got to choose the company you keep. You got to choose the company you keep wisely. Very wisely.
And you know what I will say? These things used to be London problems, yeah? But they're not now, because you even when you hear on the news that at Cambridgeshire with all these other ends that are
Internet.
going through, yeah, but it's like it's wild because as I said, it used to be a London thing and it's just spread afield.
The internet.
And you might catch a mad situation in the maddest, nerdiest ends. You might just hear of a mad situation on the news.
The nerdiest spreaders are rolling with zombies.
Mad.
The nerdiest youth rolling with the ZK. It's real. Remember the internet. This is what I'm saying. It's the influence. Remember, like I always said, when we was young, our influence only spread as far as we could spread it. Now, because of the influence, you can have an influence on a youth in Baghdad, Bangkok,
do you know what it is?
wherever. You can influence a youth wherever in the world.
You have access to imagination.
The number
that used to be imagination. We have access to imagination. So every time man's picking up their phone, you know, it's like this is the world of imagination.
Yo, listen, there's the whole you know what do you call it, London gang culture. I don't know what to call it, English gang culture or something. Yeah, before it was a city thing. So you'd find that it was mad in Manchester. Whoa. It was mad in Nottingham. Okay, it was mad in London, like all in cities, and now it's spilled out into villages.
Villages.
But as I said, The village kids, remember, you can speak to village people that don't really leave their village. They only go into town for one and two things. So they couldn't be influenced by what we was doing because they couldn't reach it, couldn't see them. The internet has now allowed them to view it.
Crazy.
See a lot of people today, they're doing things, but they don't know why they're doing it. They're doing it under influence. What influence? No one knows. It's just done under influence.
On that note there, I think that's a good way to sign out. Hope the youths them are listening to the big man, to the legend that is D.Rowe.
Come on.
We're out of here.
Thanks for having you through again.
Thanks for all the love, you know. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thanks for having me in as the big man, the man that's running the place now.
Come on, we got you.
You're running the place.
Come on, man.
You lot are the big man.
You're gonna throw, since you're not gonna give us the 10 racks though, you're gonna throw in 2 flights to your island. Or maybe 5, 6, 7 flights to your island.
Yeah.
Something.
I'll bring a cow.
Huh?
Man said he'll bring it, and I'll bring a seed to plant a tree.
We start.
Start growth.